Hello, everyone. I'm Symone Stanley here with LakePoint Sports. Today, I'm joined by class of 2022 right-hand pitcher and first baseman, Josh Hyneman. Josh, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
So, Josh, I see it on you loud and proud, Arkansas Razorback. Congratulations on that.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
So you're going into your senior season. We're going to talk about the Razorbacks in a little bit, but you're going into your senior season of high school. You pretty much had your full travel. You had your last full travel baseball experience pretty much come to an end now that we're headed into the fall. How do you feel about that?
Well, I mean, it was hard. Travel ball, it's going to be hard to let go of it, but I feel like I definitely did all I could with it. I started young. I think I was 6 years old when I played on my first team and made it all the way up to 17. We're going to play a few tournaments of 18 ball next year maybe, but I couldn't be any happier with the way that travel ball went for me.
Definitely. And you're in Arkansas right now. You grew up, born and raised in Arkansas. You're playing with the Arkansas Sticks. Were you always playing with the Sticks, or is that just something that you started playing with when you got into your teen years?
When I started pretty local with like teams like the Diamond Kings and the Storm, and then subbing in with other teams. And then I would say about my 9-year-old year, I joined a team out of Oxford called the Yellow Bush Giants. I played with them all the way up until my 13 or 14-year-old year. And then I joined the Sticks. Coach Brewster asked me to go play with them at MLK in Phoenix one year. Went down there, had a great time, and the rest was history. It was amazing atmosphere, amazing coaches, great teammates, great players. They were all there for one common goal, and I loved it. And I was happy to be back playing with more kids from around Arkansas.
So when you were younger, I know your parents were making pretty much all the decisions. How did you pick your first travel baseball team?
Actually, I was really young, and the kids that were 2 years above me, they played on a team called the Diamond Kings, and they were the team in Jonesboro. That was the team you wanted to get on. They started a 7-year-old team, so I was like, why not? Let's go do this. I was nervous, so nervous.
So at what point did you realize that you could have a professional career in baseball? At what point was it turning from just fun in the summertime to I need to take this serious, this is business?
I would say I started taking it seriously probably like 10 years old. I loved it. It's been my sport since then. I had coaches from the Storm telling me that I'm a really good player. I had coaches from my Yellow Bush Giants telling me I'm a really good player, but definitely the thing that kicked it in for me was whenever I was 10 playing at East Cobb, and then the MGBA Bulldogs asked me to come with them to Orlando for the Elite 32 World Series. And that was the first time anyone had ever came up to me and said, hey, you're really good. We want you to come play with us. So I was like, they just really made me feel good. So we went down there, had a great time, won the whole thing. It was awesome. So that's when I just started taking it seriously. And then I never really made the decision on what I wanted to do at the next level, but sooner or later, pitching just kind of blew up, and I felt like that was my way to go.
Definitely. So at what point did you ever feel like in your recruitment process? I know a lot of times, because, I work at LakePoint, a lot of times guys are committing early. I see a lot of seniors committing. Did you ever feel rushed to commit? I know you recently committed, but did you ever feel any pressure, my teammates are coming out with their commitments, I want to come out with mine, I want to make my post? Was there ever any pressure there, or you just always taking your time?
I mean, the glory around committing was always there for me. I was ready for it, ready to get it done. My 8th grade years when I started worrying about oh, where am I going to go? Who do I want to try and talk to and stuff? And people around me would be like, why are you stressing, bro? You're in 8th grade. Relax. And then I was like, it's really hard because my 8th grade year, one of my hometown friends, cross jumper, committed to Tennessee as a freshman. So wow. I was like, oh, I want to get mine done quick too. I want to do this fast. So then 9th grade year rolled around, started talking to a few coaches. That was actually the first time I talked to Arkansas. So, and then I joined the Sticks that year as well. And I felt like that was the place to be. And I relaxed on it a little bit. I knew that if I just played good baseball and played to have fun rather than trying to impress everybody, that my real, like, I guess, as good as I can be will come out. And then 10th grade year came around. I was really pumped for the high school season. I felt like it was going to be the one that I started getting more looks. It got canceled. I also tore my meniscus in the beginning of that year, so I didn't get to play my first 5 or 6 games, how many we played. So I knew that summer was going to be really important. So that 6 months that I took off in between the end of high school baseball and then the next summer, or whatever it was, I just really hit it hard, got all my bullpens in, got in the gym. I cut 70 pounds off, got a lot stronger. And then about halfway through the summer, Arkansas reached out, and I just knew that was the place I wanted to go.
Of course, you're from Arkansas. So were you ever considering anywhere else, or was it always the Razorbacks?
Oh, yeah. I considered a lot of different places. But that Arkansas has always been at the top of my list. My dad went to Arkansas. My uncle went to Arkansas. My grandpa went to Arkansas. Everybody in my family felt like they either went to Arkansas. They didn't go to Arkansas. They went to Ole Miss. So right at the top, but
right.
Arkansas was where I wanted to be, and I had no complaints about it at all.
That's awesome. So I saw you said before in another article that you were considering playing football. How did you, I know, you got a lot of your attention from baseball, but how was that letting go with football? Because I know football is super fun to play too.
I love football. I still do. It's hard going to those games on Friday nights being in the student section, but I had a great time. I started playing my 7th grade year. I finished my 11th grade year out. It was great. I mean, I have zero complaints for anybody on the coaching staff, on the team, and that whole family that they've built. I would love to be out there, but sometimes you just kind of have to be smart and be aware and know what's coming for you in the future. And I get that you can't really live life with that kind of fear, but it's definitely something that really hit me. It's like, what could happen?
Yeah.
So, and in the position I played, I knew I'd get hit a lot. I was a left tackle, so I was like, it'd probably be smart if I just take this football season off, really prepare for the upcoming spring and have a good high school year and have a good summer going into college.
Definitely. You talked about your age is going to allow you to still compete in a few tournaments this upcoming summer in 2022. What tournaments are you thinking about that you might possibly be competing in?
We usually start our summer every year in the PBR Showdown, so I'm looking forward to that one. We had good success there last year, and the year before was my first year going, and I had a great time. But we usually, this year, for example, we played at the PBR Showdown, and we played 2 tournaments in Memphis. Those were our first 3 tournaments, and we played one more in Atlanta in between that, I think. But Memphis is only an hour away from where I live, so I can make those pretty easily, go play those. But I definitely, if I have the opportunity, I want to get back to the PBR Showdown.
And we'll definitely be looking out for you there. So what part of your game are you working on the most before you hit college?
Definitely just getting my strength up, getting to where I can be stronger in all aspects, be a little bit quicker twitch with everything. And then, of course, the velo is great, but I'm not completely worried about it. I really need to get feel for my other pitches and be able to locate them around the zone. So that's kind of been my main focus, and just kind of all around the pitching level.
So how much emphasis do you guys put in baseball, like on strength and conditioning? I know you play football, football, especially linemen, is all about strength, but what's the weight room like routine for baseball?
Baseball routine and football routine, they're the same energy. They might not be the same lifts, but if you take baseball as seriously as you take football, there's no step down between any of them. I mean, some football might have more organized lifts considering that they're all going to be together with your strength coach and whatnot. But if you have like the drive to go do it by yourself for baseball, you'll get just as good as lifts, if not better. And I think that the lifting aspect, I might have lost a little bit with football, but I definitely think that I've been able to step it up and get myself to do more and get in the gym and do just as much as I would during football.
Okay, so I have to ask you a couple more questions about the Sticks, because the Sticks, like you said, is a nationally recognized team. So what was that transition like for you, going from the smaller organizations to an organization that has 99% of the guys committed, 70% of the guys committed to the Razorbacks?
I have no complaints about it. None. Could never, ever say anything bad about them. All I can do is praise that organization. Coach Brewster's done amazing things for me. And you have coaches like Dirk Kenny that have been around the game for a long time. You have T-Saw or Coach Sawyer Diall, but great nationally ranked JUCO coach, and Cesar Abreu, All-American at Arkansas Tech. It's just you won't find any better coaches. They all have been around the game. They know how to play, and then you don't get any better publicity, in my opinion, on any other team. Coach Richard does a great job of making sure that every single kid gets out there and has their fair opportunity to get to where they want to go.
Yeah, he definitely does. Very strong social media presence there. Nice graphics as well. I really like you guys' graphic designs. So name 2 players that you wanted to play with in travel ball that you never got a chance to play with or against, maybe?
Oh, 2 players I've always wanted to play with. This is hard considering.
I know. Maybe I should let you. You could do 1. I thought 1 was gonna be too easy, but maybe 2 is hard. Maybe 1.
If I would have said, if you would ask me this question last year, I would have said Jayson Jones.
Okay.
I had a summer with him this year, and great player, great kid. But this year, I feel like if I had to pick one person to play with, I would probably pick to play with Termarr. He looks like he has a great time out there on the field. He's making great plays. He's hitting the ball. He's just a great athlete. And you never see him playing without a smile on his face. That's what everyone wants to see, energy. When you look like you're enjoying the game, everybody's attracted to you, and that's how it goes. And he does a really good job doing it.
Yeah, definitely. And I definitely think the same thing about Jayson Jones as well. He seems like he's having a blast out there, especially when you're playing with the Sticks and you guys are winning all the time. I mean, why would you frown? But lastly, I want to ask you, what are you excited about the most? You're coming into your senior season of high school. What are you excited about the most for your last season of high school baseball?
We got to win the state championship. Last year it ended. We made it to the semis, or not to the semis. We actually made it to the championship, and then we lost. So I just kind of feel some kind of redemption this year. We need it. I feel like we lost a lot of really good players last year, but we have just as many players this year as we did. And I think that we can really put together a big season and bring one back home. And the last time we won one, I think, was 2016. So I feel like, and I know it's not too long ago, but I really want to win one before I go. This is my last chance to win a state championship ring in high school, and it's all I've ever wanted to do.
Gotta go all in. Well, guys, I'm Symone Stanley. I'm joined by Josh Hyneman, a class of 2022 right-hand pitcher and first baseman committed to Arkansas. We're going to be looking out for you definitely in the PBR showdown and, of course, what you do on the collegiate level. Thank you so much.
Of course. Thank you.